What's good? I'm here reporting with y'all about what's happening in California, what's happening in this country as far as the housing crisis goes. A lot of you guys, you rent. Not too many people watch our homeowners. And one new headline I saw that was happening in LA. First of all, I've been gone for a while. Okay, I'm address. I've been gone for a minute because I took some time to just breathe and not freak myself out with too much of this news and all that stuff. So now I'm here back refreshed. And what the heck have I been watching on the news? One thing that stood out was this new housing control in LA. They're pissed at Airbnb renters. I even think people who rent their rooms on Craigslist, anything that's short-term leasing, they're pissed at all of them, and they're telling them they're diminishing the quality of the neighborhoods. That's their number one concern. But then number two, they're not getting a penny they're not getting anything in their pockets. So now they're attacking the last viable source of living for people. Everyone doesn't qualify, have 3 times the rent to cover astronomical rent. Everyone doesn't have co-signers or steady employment. Everyone does not have the credit score. Whatever stipulations that makes it harder for people to just live. I did the math, y'all. Minimum wage is $15 an hour in Southern California. If you work that entire month, you're going to bring home $2,700 on average. Not missing a work day, not being sick. But if the rent average is $1,200 to $1,500 for a single bedroom or studio, you need 2.5 or even 3 times that. Guess what? You don't qualify. You don't qualify. So you're telling me that it takes 2 single full-time working people to live and share a 1 bedroom? Like, that's ridiculous. And the minimum wage, y'all, it's like you can't pay anything off of it. A lot of people, look, say what you want about Uber, all that crap. Sit here and laugh. Talk about my college degree. Talk about all that crap. This is the only job I've been able to bring home a substantial amount of money and not be capped by a wage minimum. Some days it's $5 an hour. Some days it's $50 an hour. But I encourage everybody to try to look outside of the system for help, because the system is set for you to crash. Do the math. $2,700, and the minimum for a studio is 3 G's. So where are you gonna get that? Pull that out your butt? You know what I'm saying? No, you're gonna ask somebody to move in with you. Who's gonna move in with you? Somebody that you probably don't want moving in with you because you're trying to live right. Look. That's one headline. Supreme Court, another headline. Roe v. Wade, federally being overturned. It's got a potential. Downtown LA was lit up last night. They had all these protesters at the Capitol, and it was because of the Roe v. Wade. I already shared my thoughts on that. You can't take a gallon of water, filthy water, and add a teaspoon of bleach and think you're going to purify it. You've got porn industries laid out. You've got, sex ed. You've got kids learning about transgendering in kindergarten. They're learning about their private parts, so they're going to be using them. And you can't sit here and tell people, oh, you can't do this as a consequence, of having sex, having this right to marriage, right to sexual liberation, right? Consequence is getting knocked up. And they're telling you you're screwed. If you get knocked up, you're screwed. From a woman's point of view, I understand the sacredness of life. So I'm not gonna sit here and dismiss Roe v. Wade. What they're trying to overturn it for certain reasons, to protect life. I understand that. But they was wilding out downtown LA. Oftentimes I think people just want a reason to be pissed. I just think people just want to be a reason to be pissed, But I'm not gonna go deep into that. Like I said, you can't clean a gallon of water that's filthy with 1 teaspoon of bleach. So you're gonna have to clean up your whole industries if you're gonna sit here and dictate what women do with their bodies. No, dictate what men and women and children are doing. What are they learning? What are they practicing? You know, that's what all I'm saying. So I see a collapse coming. Jeremiah Babe, he's getting ready to leave California. I'm telling y'all the same thing. California is overpriced and people are just homeless on the streets and you screwed. Don't come out here chasing your dreams. If you ain't got no family, nobody looking out for you, this ain't the time to do it. The market is crashed. You know, you can't just go grab money like off the trees like you could. I'm telling you guys, when the S hits the F, when the S hits the F, are you ready? Are you ready? You know, one thing I was doing my makeup and I was just making jokes and I'm like, oh, I should do this next, put this on, put that on. But something I said really resonated. I'm like, when the S hits the F, none of this is gonna matter. So I'm gonna ask you guys, what matters to you? You know, what's essential, what's primary, and you need to know that. You need to know the difference between what's important and what's not. Because that last dollar you spend, you know, that extra dollar you spend, you might regret it later on. Have you ever gave money to a homeless person and then later on that day you find yourself at the checkout line 50 cents short, the same amount you gave to that dang on person? I'm telling you, that is what's happening, y'all, in 2022. You gotta count every penny. You know, gotta be prepared. I'm telling you right now, guys, it's a beautiful world out here. It's beautiful. Like the weather is beautiful in California. It's sunny. It's hot. It's gorgeous. You know, I wanna go out right now. If I knew about that Hollywood Bowl event with the comedians and Dave Chappelle, I would have been there. Homie, I would have got my ticket. I would have been there. But I'm moving different because it's 2022. It's risky. And I would have been heartbroken if I would have heard Dave Chappelle would have got hurt. This guy jumped on stage with a knife and a gun. Whether it was fake or not, you know, he was still at danger. Like, that would have broke my heart. We already lost Kobe. You talking about losing all the most important people in your life. I feel like I've lost a lot of important people. And to lose another favorite, like a favorite comedian of our generation, that would suck, y'all. That would let you know, like, the world really is over. I'm gonna wrap this up, you guys. My final thoughts